r/AskReddit asks. What is one thing you can't wait to have once this pandemic is over? A job again. I was laid off due to organizational changes, not necessarily because of the virus. I do think this is going to make interviews tough to get though. Not sure people are super excited to hire new people at the moment. Peace of mind. I really don't think people are talking nearly enough about the effects of all this on mental health. The constant anxiety is far from healthy and only serves to weaken immune systems. To go have a drink with my friends. I know. They shut down the bars a week ago, but a few refused to shut down and they got served with papers saying they have to shut down, so it destroyed our one and only source of socializing in my town. Quality time with friends. This social distancing thing feels so lonely. I already spend a lot of time alone, so I haven't seen another person besides my husband and child in 20 days. To make things worse, my husband's starting working early morning because his industry is undergoing changes to keep service going for people trapped at home. Trash collection, I don't really see him except 2 days a week. I'm going crazy with no adult interaction. Eat Costco samples again. I was in Costco a little less than 2 weeks ago when the panic buying was just starting and it was already super tense in there. I understand why they couldn't, but a few plates of microwaved meatballs around would have really cut the tension. The absence of daily fear and skepticism. There's a fine line between caution and paranoia, and living on that line is exhausting. It's making me see fellow humans as something to fear rather than something to embrace, and that's a shit feeling. You don't have to watch Fox News to feel the paranoia creeping in. I live in a very liberal city, and our local subreddit has become a source of anxiety for me. Unfortunately, it's one of the lesser evils when it comes to finding local information on the subject. I'm getting a horseshoe, a type of sandwich from my favorite restaurant once this is all over. They decided to cut their losses and close when our stay-at-home ordinance came into effect. Texas toast topped with your choice of meat, but usually a hamburger patty, then covered in crinkle-cut French fries and smothered in cheese sauce. It's an absolute carb and calorie overload, but so damn delicious. My wife and daughter at home. We live in South Korea and they went to Colombia to ride things out there for a few weeks while we were on lockdown. They were supposed to return last week and at the last minute, their flight got cancelled. This isolation is way worse now that we are apart from each other. What was supposed to be a few weeks away from each other could turn into a few months. I can't imagine how lonely that must feel. Take solace that there are 2 people in the world that love you very much. I hope you are reunited soon. Food on the shelves in grocery stores. Basically all the non-perishables and fresh meat were gone at both stores I went to today. It's like that episode in The Twilight Zone where the bank employee just wants to read. He gets locked in a vault and a nuclear bomb goes off, killing everyone. He has all the time in the world to read now. Until he breaks his glasses. Of the little things of daily life that I took for granted? A haircut. It was way overgrown by 3 weeks ago even, but I didn't make an appointment when I could have, thinking I could last another week. Now it's gotten pretty hideous and unmanageable with no end in sight. I miss my barber honestly. Last week or this week would be roughly due for a visit. The gym. I have PPD and an anxiety disorder, and I rely on that bit of time to myself. Plus working out just calms me. I'm a single mom trapped in an apartment with 2 young kids right now. I swear to God, any anxiety I have has tripled in isolation. Not a mom, but right there with you. I miss my workouts. I can't wait to have my kids educated by real educators because I feel like I'm losing my shit, even with all the resources from the school. Teachers are seriously underpaid. I was homeschooled K-12 and it's pretty funny seeing everyone have to homeschool. I do feel bad for people like you though. It certainly isn't for everyone. I know my parents' schools are both doing e-learning. The way my mom's school is doing it doesn't sound like the parents have to do that much. How is your kid's school doing it? My parents are both teachers. My mom just got a teaching job again after not teaching at a school our whole lives. Hugs. Same. I really want to hug my mother. She works in the local hospital that has been overflowing with corona patients. She's so busy I can't get a hold of her, not really trying because there is more important shit. Going to a coffee shop and having a latte with a good book while listening to the sounds of people around me enjoying their day. I went outside today for my weekend job, farmer's market, and despite being wiped the hell out for lack of sleep, it was such a weird breath of fresh air. I was outside my room and other people were there, that's all, but there was so much relief in that fact. I cannot wait to just go outside and wander the town when this is all over. Socializing? A. Being outside and among other people so that, for lack of a better explanation, I know they exist? Yes freaking please. A chance to talk to an actually human being from less than 6 feet apart. I work at a grocery store. After this is over, I never want to talk to another human again. Especially about the virus. There's like 4 things everyone talks about and it's also draining. Going back to school, seeing friends and acquaintances, being able to eat at a sit-down restaurant and not resort to takeout/pickup/delivery and damp, being able to visit relatives in person. I know it said one thing but still. Sounds lame, but a dental office visit. I realized that I am in need of one and was in denial for a while. Not sure where in the world you are, but I'm a dental receptionist in the UK and we are still open as normal. We can't see anyone over 70 unless in an emergency and have to wear gloves and a face visor at all times. Get registered with an office as soon as you can. Keep safe. I didn't stress much about it, I was more afraid of getting it myself, but then I found a lot of places are closing, even schools closing. My niece's birthday is coming up soon. She was meant to have someone come to her birthday party dressed as Elsa. That's been cancelled. And poor teenagers' proms have been cancelled too. I want everyone young generation to have their childhood and teenage life back really. A day at the beach surrounded by people. But more realistically, I want to sit outside with coffee and people watch, go window shopping, and talk to strangers for a bit. My concerts and baseball games. I look forward to winter being over all year long, and so many shows I had tickets to this early summer, things that help me keep my sanity, have been postponed or cancelled, and I'm ready to just get out there, move around freely, and have fun again. It seems so trivial since I have plenty of food, a partner I live with, and we are both able to work from home. But I miss my climbing gym. I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I have food, my job is safe, and I usually stay inside anyway, so my life hasn't really changed too much. So I have trivial things to complain about and I feel bad about being angry about those things when other people are really suffering out there. Being able to take care of my patients with less fear of my own death. And you still do your job, despite this fear. I thank you. You are one of the many heroes in this situation.